Thank you. My presentation today is about hepatitis C among people who inject drugs in Indonesia. It's an urgent public health crisis. The outline of my presentation is first is about a overview of hepatitis C among people who inject drugs in Indonesia, and how about Indonesian national response on hepatitis C, barriers to testing and treatment access, and what kind of activity that we did as a community in terms of advocacy and community engagement. Indonesia already have written national strategy on the prevention and management of viral hepatitis, and but until now we don't have national surveillance for viral hepatitis. Number of people living with hepatitis C in Indonesia, it's 7 million, and people who inject drugs, it's over 100,000 in Indonesia. While HIV prevalence among people who inject drugs is about 36%, and hepatitis C prevalence among people who inject drugs, it's 77.3%. Okay, now in terms of harm reductions, you can see it's 194 sites and 85 sites of methadone. The national response to the prevention, treatment, and management of hepatitis C among people who inject drugs, it's still late response and fragmented, because Indonesia government just focused on hepatitis only since 2011. It's first established under the Subdirectorate of Diarrhea and Gastrointestinal. So this is really affected to the budget allocated to the hepatitis response in Indonesia, because it's under diarrhea. This is the picture of the supporting test for hepatitis C and the treatment cost. So for total, if you want to get test in Indonesia, it's about $600. It's for hepatitis antibody test, RNA, genotype, ultrasound, fibroscan is about $600, while our national average incomes, it's only $4,000 per year. It's about $310 per month. It's still very high, and you can afford it. For treatment costs, now in Indonesia it's only pegylated interferon. For 24-week course, it's about $7,200 for 24 weeks, and for 48 weeks, it's about $14,400. We are the number 4 highest of in the world. Okay, based on basically as the comprehensive package of the harm reduction services, the guideline of WHO, viral hepatitis is there, and then we did last year every 6 months the quality assessment of the monitoring of harm reduction services together with our National AIDS Commission and the Ministry of Law, and we see that information provided about hepatitis C to the community is still very low. From total 9 provinces that we assess, it's only 42% of drug users receive information about hepatitis C. And also type of services accessed by people who inject drugs, from that 42%, only 25% doing the hepatitis C diagnosis. The other barriers in Indonesia, since 1st January in 2014, our government announced the new national health insurance schemes. Basically now hepatitis C treatment is covered by our national budget, but unfortunately in the section 25.h, people who use drugs and people with alcohol dependency is excluded from national insurance scheme. So we are expected to finance our treatment by ourselves, which is still very expensive. So they will do like screening for them who wants to access the national insurance schemes. And also the health system, as we know, in low middle income countries, the health system is not developed very well. So this is another barriers. Okay. Now if we are focused on DAA, in the new DAA, sofosbuvir and cimeprevir, we only focus to sofosbuvir because cimeprevir is contraindicated with our drugs, our best drug of HIV. So we hope sofosbuvir will come soon to Indonesia and another low-income countries like Vietnam and Thailand. They also, people who inject drugs, who use drugs, also excluded from their national insurance scheme in Thailand and Vietnam. So we really hope sofosbuvir can do the registration soon and negotiate the price with the best price, because someone asked me a few days ago here, what is the best first step from my opinion. I think the best first step is Egypt and Pakistan. They get really cheap price. And sofosbuvir now already get one patent in Indonesia since 2011, and some community did file the pre-grant opposition against sofosbuvir patent registration. And we as the community, we think that we should give positive contribution to the situation. We train all the harm reduction service provider about hepatitis C, and we are collaboration with Indonesian Liver Researcher Association and Ministry of Health on public Hep C campaign for raising awareness of hepatitis C. We release policy briefing on hepatitis C, and now we are involving in the hepatitis C task force to input in Ministry of Health planning, and treatment price reduction and pharma advocacy. And 2 months ago, drug user community are involved in the develop national guideline for hepatitis C care support and treatment with Ministry of Health in 2014. I think this is an urgent health crisis, and we will miss the opportunity to help and to save people if we are not working together to find out the best and the fastest way to get the drugs to the patient accessible and affordable. This is some activity that we did in Indonesia, raising awareness on hepatitis C, involved in campaign on World Hepatitis Day with public, with community, and training the harm reduction services, and also train our community. I think it's only there is my presentation. As a community, we can protest, we can demand, but we also can say thank you.